What's going on, guys? Welcome in. Beers Daily Fantasy Six-Pack Friday NBA edition. Nice slate of games for us here tonight, and welcome into the Fantasy Bar, the only bar in the world that I know of handing out fantasy picks. You can always go to your local bar and talk to your Uncle Vito, but here, 6 guys I'm looking at over on FanDuel.com tonight. 3 guys under 6K for you, a couple emerging superstars, and a pint-sized beast of the night. So let's get into it today. Let's start at small forward, Jay Crowder, 5,200. Now, I think it's a great price on Jay Crowder. Dealing with the injuries, coming back, but no restrictions on his minutes. We've seen him trend up, but we've seen the production been right where we kind of expect him to be. That's now 30 or more in 3 straight games. Actually, exactly 30 in 3 straight games, which is fine. That's giving you 6 times value on this salary or close to it. And like I mentioned with the minutes, they're going up. This is always a guy that plays a lot of minutes. 32 against Miami, up to 36 in that last game against Detroit. So a guy that's healthy, a guy that's going to play minutes, and a guy that does a little bit of everything for you is what I love about Jay Crowder. Doesn't have to score. Going to do a lot of the dirty work there. These are the guys I love for daily fantasy. Decent matchup tonight. Price is elite. Get some Jay Crowder in those lineups. All right, let's go to a point guard. I think it's vastly underpriced right now. Rajon Rondo, 5,900. The price is just egregious. He should be in the mid-6s at the least. So you think, well, it's only 500 or 600. That's a big difference in your lineup build. So under 6K, really hard for me to not trust Rajon Rondo. I mean, the guy's on triple-double watch almost every night of the week. 14, 8, and 6 in his last game. 6, 8, and 10. 13, 11, and 8. Got a 9, 10, and 8 in there. So doesn't score a lot, but you see, gets you close to that triple-double, and it's shown in the production. 35, 33, 39, 32, and 34 over his last 5 games. So definitely a matchup I want to expose here. Kyrie Irving, as good as this Cleveland defense is as a team, he is certainly the weak link here. So Rondo playing like vintage Rondo, price not like vintage Rondo. So take advantage of it while you can. Rajon Rondo, great matchup tonight at 5,900. All right, we spoke of emerging superstars. Kristaps Porzingis, 7,900. So took a big price jump here, no doubt. So that may scare some people away. You're used to paying low 7s for Porzingis. Now you're paying almost 8, but I think it's justified. I mean, the guy's crossed 40 each of the last 2 games. That's an 8K player. So 7,900 may not be high enough and just continues to get better. Really a fun player to watch here as he kind of takes the mantle from Carmelo Anthony here on the Knicks. And these 2 teams just played a couple days ago. You see the stat line against Minnesota, a team that does not play very good defense. They had a tough time keeping him under wraps. So scoring the basketball, playing very well, rebounding the basketball, and a rematch in a game we know he did very well. I'm paying that 7,900 on Porzingis tonight. All right, another emerging superstar, center Joel Embiid, 6,200. Now, if you had a chance to watch the process, as they call him, this guy's a lot of fun to watch. He looks like the real deal here. Philadelphia finally hit one out of the park with this guy, and definitely want to check the weather report there. Hopefully you missed out on that game that was postponed due to a flooded court. So, keep an eye on that. I'm sure they have it all together. They're fine. Half joking here, but minutes is really what's held Embiid back. He was on a 24-minute restriction, now up to 28. So that adds a few minutes. That adds a few fantasy points. That adds to the ceiling of Joel Embiid, who we've seen can get you well into the 40s on a $6,200 salary. So he's hit or exceeded value in each of those last 4 games that he's played. What I mean by that, you take the $6,200 salary. In cash games, you're looking for 5 times value. So you're looking for right around 30. Tournaments, I'm looking for 6, 7 times value, and he's done that. So definitely a high upside play here. This matchup is elite. I know Biyombo been starting a better defender than Vucevic, but Embiid showed he can do it against anybody. Not afraid of the matchup here, and love the price at 6,200. All right, let's get you another guy under 6,000. Shooting guard, KCP, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, 5,600. Now, KCP comes in great form. 30 or more fantasy points in 5 of the last 6 games. Really scoring the basketball, but what's really impressed me is the matchups that he's done well in. It's generally teams that we would avoid shooting guards against. In Boston with Avery Bradley, in Charlotte, and the Clippers, in Miami. These are teams that play very good defense. These are all teams that he put over 30 fantasy points on. So kind of developing here. Now, when the Pistons first drafted him, there were a lot of question marks. Should we have taken him? Should they have taken Trey Burke? I think they made the right call here. But as for tonight, really doing a lot more than scoring. He's generally been a one-trick pony with the scoring. But you look through the game logs, got 5 or more rebounds in a few games, up to 7, had a 10 assist game, against the Clippers. Usually good for a steal or two, so doing a little bit more here, and the minutes are always going to be solidified. Always a guy that's going to play mid-30s, high 30s in minutes, so another good matchup here for him. Atlanta, a team I like to attack on the wings, especially if Kyle Korver's out there, just plays no defense. I think KCP stays hot for you here tonight at 5,600. All right, we talked about a pint-sized beast. Let's get to him here in the Fantasy Bar. Let's look at tonight's beast of the night. All right, beast time. And how do I land on the beast of the night? I've gotten this question before, and I do the research the night before. I make a lot of different lineups, see what sticks. And one guy that kept coming back to here, and that's generally where I go with my beast of the night, point guard, Isaiah Thomas, 8,100. And the old beer gut, you hear me talk about it all the time. Trust your gut, trust the intuition, and trust the beer gut here in the Fantasy Bar. And that's what I'm going to do with Isaiah Thomas. Again, a guy I just kept landing on. Like this matchup for him. I understand the Celtics back at full strength. May take a little bit away from him. Maybe not as much as you think. 23 or more points scored in now 16 of the last 17 games. That's just points. That's not adding in his assists and his steals. So also you get a little narrative street. I'm a sucker for these. Played for Sacramento back in the day. Maybe that expired, but has been good against his former team. A lot of people don't like to look back at stats, but 45 and 49 FanDuel points in the last two games against his former team. So playing very well right now. Boston at full strength. I don't think that hurts him as much as some people may think. An 8,100. I think he goes underlooked tonight in tournaments. But my favorite play on the board in tonight's beast of the night. All right, guys, that'll do it for Friday night. Any questions, comments, concerns, you know what to do. Hit me up in the comments section. Always reach out and follow me on Twitter. Always trying to take your questions over there. And, of course, subscribe, RotoGrinders YouTube channel. If you enjoy the six-pack, do me a favor. Give me a thumbs up there on our YouTube page, guys. Really appreciate it. For RotoGrinders.com, I am Beer saying salut. Best of luck. Have a great weekend. We'll be back with more NBA on Monday. We'll see you guys.